Talking Head in Clash, Part 2.
It was Clash? That was
Yes.
Crush.
Bruh, you know the sub, they translate the subs differently for copyright.
Then,
you have to know that, bro. You have to know that.
I know, but I like the name Crush.
Relax.
Crush was pretty cool.
Yeah, Crush was cool.
I think it's Crash. Or is it Clash? I forget. But I know it's
R's
Talking
and
Head.
L's always switch up.
I know
Sure?
it's...
In Japanese language, don't R's and L's usually go back.
Zolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I was talking to him, but yeah.
But the episode was pretty cool. I was very surprised that Naranshi survived, because this man, I'm just gonna skip to my favorite part, just him chopping off his tongue, and then still managing to talk and try to bait the guys to reveal the location. I'm just like, first of all, I'm wondering why he hasn't passed out yet. The tongue is a very sensitive part of the body. There's no way you're just chopping your tongue off and be like, okay, I'm good. Let's just keep going.
I mean, Giorno's stand is OP as hell, and that's why I was like, oh, Giorno's stand.
Giorno's getting bit by piranha. He made time to make another tongue.
Yeah. He made a tongue, dropped it. He left his ladybug and dropped it in the thing.
Right.
I feel like that's what they always do. He just always leaves a ladybug, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, I left a piece of my stand behind."
Are we gonna talk about how he knew to make a tongue?
Yeah.
Because he had no idea. There's no way.
Well, yeah, he did. He said something's on you. Something's stopping him from telling the truth, or blah blah blah, or like.
So
but his instinct should be
his
to make another tongue.
to make a tongue.
Like, if you knew Tristan's tongue was messed up, would you actually chop? Would you know that he would chop up his tongue so that you can make a tongue and replace it? In the middle of the fight? That's what I'm saying. Giorno always comes up as more OP than he should.
Plot convenience, I guess. Whatever.
Giorno's the perfect plot device, like how to get through a battle.
Damn.
Even the villains this episode were hyping up how much of a useful tool Giorno was.
Let's talk about let's talk about the villains for a little bit.
They're gay as hell.
They were touching up on each other so much. They were like,
I'm used to flamboyant stuff.
What's the dude with the long hair, like Tiziano or
Tiziano.
He's just like,
and Squalo.
Squalo, yeah. They're like, yes, my Squalo. I was just like, yo, what's going? I had to I was watching it at school, so I was like, let me just go over here, away from people, so they don't think I'm watching anything weird.
Nah, what's it called? Not Tiziano. I'm used to seeing flamboyant stuff in Jojo. This was a new level.
This was like gay.
Do you guys think this beats Abdul and Joseph?
I don't know. They actually
that was funny. That was like
that was funny.
Gay.
That was funny.
It didn't make you feel uncomfortable. Like this was funny. Bro, I didn't see it coming, bro. I was like, I don't even remember it being like that in the manga. It probably was. I just don't remember because I was like reading it. But,
right.
But like that was just like, I was like, oh, okay. But like you don't even see that with girl characters and the guy characters. If there's a guy, I don't even see.
Being very
see any
sexual.
girl stand users besides in like part 4 and 3. Obviously we do, but like we haven't seen any of this part. We haven't seen any of this part besides Trish. Besides Trish, we haven't seen anyone in this part. So, but the thing is,
but Trish
you don't
hasn't used her.
And she has an opening. You saw it.
In the opening.
It's baseball in the opening. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you just don't see a lot of like sexual stuff going on between man and female in any of the parts.
So Rocky's gay.
And then, but in this part, it's this man and man just touch up. It was weird, bro. I was like, okay.
I was like, okay. Kind of liked it though. But
yeah, you liked it.
I don't know. I don't really care about the fact they're gay. I'm just like, why are y'all so?
Who said they were gay?
We don't know.
You can't
Come on, bro.
Man
Why are you judging?
I didn't say that. I don't care whether or not they're gay. I'm just thinking more.
What I thought. Okay.
No, so what the thing that happens that I thought was interesting, but I didn't like, is how Squall after he died, he's like, I'll bring. It's like, you know, they do this like vengeance thing. Like I won't. He got like new resolve. So for some reason I felt like, oh, this is just like when
Giorno and
Narancho
Mister
the train fight where a beach boy.
To do with the hook.
Yes. His friend, his mentor died.
Oh, Pesci.
And then he was just like, he gained new resolve. He gained new resolve, and everyone thought he was gonna get clapped right off the bat. Nah, bro, he kept fighting. But this time, this guy, Squallow, after his friend died, he was just like, I won't stop until I kill Narancia.
She's like, screw the
and
boss.
then, crew Narancia, I'm gonna show them my resolve. And then literally after he says that, he gets just shot up.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a waste.
Yeah, and on top of that, these guys were one of the
elite guards.
Yeah, and they literally just got
come on.
bitched by one. Like, well, they got bitched by
2 kids.
Yeah,
It
Giorno
was
stands.
mostly Narancia.
Mostly Narancia. But they got defeated by Giorno and Narancia. But Giorno was literally just like, all Giorno did was give Narancia a tongue.
Yeah.
So, but it was all Narancia that beat him. Narancia himself beat 2 of the boss's elite guards.
Yeah. You gotta hand it to Narancia. Like, not only is his stand's versatility makes up for how stupid he is. Cause this guy is actually stupid.
You think he's stupid?
Well, I don't want to say he's stupid, but he's definitely the dumbest one out of the group. Out of the game.
Yeah, he is.
I remember the village actually mentioning that Giorno was the reason that Narancia was able to locate him. He said he did something when he was getting shot at.
Yeah.
Right. So that the carbon dioxide could leave his body, and then Narancia was able to track him.
Mm-hmm.
So that can't you also give credit to Giorno for that too? Because
I said mostly Narancia, but Giorno, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, the reason why I'm not trying to say Narancia didn't do anything. It's more like, without the tongue, Narancia wouldn't have gone this far. If Giorno didn't choose to get shot, Narancia wouldn't have found him. I'm just saying, if Giorno's the one facilitating making something happen,
he might have found him. The only thing what happened was he got them out of the sewers because of Giorno. But after that, in the crowd, it was Narancia's that found him.
because he lost his tongue.
No, he already knew that he found them, but he was using the fact that he lost that with the tongue to say, "Oh, I found you."
He actually said the reason why when he got to that area, the district, whatever, he was trying to talk again with his new blue, ladybug tongue, and by saying, "Oh, I found you," he was trying to make who was the dude with the tongue powers?
Tiziano, or how do you say?
Tiziano.
He was trying to freak out Tiziano so he can hear somebody with drastic breathing issues or whatever. That would only be possible if he actually got a replacement tongue or he was able to escape the stand.
That was before he cut it out.
That was before he cut it out. Well, no, wasn't that after?
It was before. Then he cut it out.
Yeah, then he cut it out and he says, "I was waiting for this moment so that y'all would be freaking out when I cut out the your stand or something."
Yeah, so he used this. Yeah, he cut off his tongue and then he got it replaced.
I mean, I will give credit to. I would give credit.
It wouldn't be dead if it wasn't for Narancia.
Yeah, he would be dead. But that's back to what you were saying before about resolve. Every battle we see is all about resolve. Like who has a strong resolve usually wins the fight.
Yeah. Next fight's gonna be lit.
You already know what it is. So.
Is Notorious B.I.G.
All right.
The automatic one.
Yep.
Should I not have said that?
You already know. You spoiled yourself, didn't you?
Hmm?
Did you spoil yourself?
I already know what happens. I started reading the manga.
You see, this is why I called you a spoiler. All right.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Giorno's OP. Narancia. I felt like they could have did more with his character in this. It's just I was like, what was this? What is this fight trying to show me about Narancia that I don't already know? Nothing.
I don't really think anything new came from Narancia.
Nothing new came from this fight at all.
People still look down on him because
it was a fun fight and like how it was like done, but like there was a lot of plot conveniences. There's plot conveniences.
The plot convenience is Giorno.
Yeah.
The plot convenience is Giorno, and the only thing that I liked about it wasn't a like brutal face-off fight. You know what I'm saying? But
I liked his aura. Go fly away. Go fly or something.
And then
like
he did some stuff, and then he had it like.
Yeah, with his
it was cool.
lands on his. Yeah, that's pretty.
I mean, it was cool, but like, I mean, nothing like.
You don't think Narancia learned something from this at all?
What do you learn?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
they could have did something with Narancia
learned...
like where he's like he's like I can't beat people on my own or something like that. But then eventually, he's like I proved myself to the other group that I can handle myself
without Fugo.
Yeah, or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They could have did something like that, but it's just like this fight was just there because I guess the Rocky wanted to see how this stand fight would go if he made it. And I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a fight that was like.
I think that my favorite part of this fight might have been when Squallow's the one with the tongue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, the tongue.
No, Tiziano's with the tongue.
Alright, the tongue user. When they were in the kitchen and the carbon dioxide was filling the room, he pretty much removed his stand so Narancia can tell everybody, hey, the enemy stand user's in here, come help me out. And the moment the guys entered the room, he reattached his tongue stand so that then he would start lying again, and then what's his name missed a shot of the room, causing an explosion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That made his team lose even more faith in him, which already makes sense.
There's definitely some strategy stuff
Yeah.
going on in here, so that was the good parts of it.
But another thing is, if Narancia was just a little bit smarter, he might have been able to figure out that whatever he's saying at the time is the opposite. So maybe if he says the opposite, it will say what he wants.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating how he kept saying the opposite thing.
Yeah, I was just like, you want to try something new, but I guess I guess that's what they wanted to do with the writing. Like, Narancia's not the smartest, so he wouldn't have figured that out.
I think if I already knew I'm only saying the opposite thing, I would have done a quick thing. Like, he has a stand that shoots bullets. I would have sprayed the wall and just spelled something like enemy stand users or whatever.
But he couldn't have done that because of the gas.
Oh, I mean, in that situation, yeah. But earlier, he could have found like a pen and paper.
But no matter what he does, it's gonna be the opposite. I think that's because even when
it's only what he says.
It
Oh no, they controlled his body too.
Yeah.
The stand controls his body as well.
Yeah, because he was pointing at. He's like, oh, they're over there. It made him point in the opposite direction. That's true. Yeah.
So whatever he tries, whatever his mind tries to make him do, he does the opposite. When it comes to talking about where the stand is or how to beat the stand or anything that comes or anything pertaining to the stand, it will do the opposite.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. I thought it was just only speaking.
That's what I thought too. I forgot about that scene.
It just attaches itself to the tongue,
right?
Which is weird, but like
yeah, it is weird. It's just a small stand.
Very, very unique.
You just step on it and it's dead.
Or chop out your tongue and not die. That's very extreme. But that's all I really have to say about the episode.
Yeah. Drink some bleach. Kill his stand.
We'll catch you next week for Notorious B.I.G. Like, comment, and subscribe.